Howdy, 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 my beautiful Pisces. How you doing, darling? My name is SimplyVelca, and today, honey, we're going to be getting into the person that's on your mind, a little bit of a you versus them tarot reading, darling, right? See what's up with when it comes to this connection, darling, platonic, romantic, or otherwise. Remember, it doesn't matter what you identify as, either Pisces, he, she, they, them, anything in that spectrum or outside of that spectrum, darling. Look at me, right? I don't care much for identities, darling, right? If the cards resonate, they resonate. Let me know how it does as well in the comments below. If you do find some cards that resonate, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe as well if you enjoy this tarot reading today, or you just enjoy my vibe, Pisces. You can do that as well. Remember though, darling, that I am just a man reading some tarot cards to you, Pisces, and tarot cards are just never going to get all the nuances of a human to human interaction, a relationship in that way. You know your situation better than I ever possibly could, and you know whatever it is that you can emotionally withstand and just your emotions in general, darling Pisces, right? Regardless of the decisions that you make when it comes to this connection, I am just here to support you and just provide some food for thought, a perspective to consider. So regardless what choice you end up making, darling, I'm here to ride by you, darling. I'm that friend that's going to give you that support and tell you what it is that you need to hear, but also not to prevent you from doing the things that you feel desperately in your heart that you should be doing. So let's see what's going on with you and this person, Pisces. Let's see what's up with you first. Judgment card coming in here, Pisces, honey. Strength card. Girl, if we get one more major arcana with this, Pisces. And then the Four of Cups here. Strength card, Four of Cups, and Judgment. So there's definitely this sense here, Pisces, of where it's giving me very much so you feel as if there's like a missed opportunity, or just like there's almost like this pressure on your side, Pisces, to take action in regards to this connection. Some of you guys, Pisces, I wonder if you guys even, it's almost like Pisces, and I feel like this is probably going to be like maybe for like 20% of you guys, is like this is giving me this impression, darling, of where you want to like speak your feelings. I'm making sure my mic's on, where you're like, you want to speak your feelings, speak your truth when it comes to this situation, when it comes to your feelings. Definitely getting feelings in this. Like, Pisces, do you have like a little bit of a crush on somebody? Are you not letting your true feelings be known, darling? I mean, that's me trying to be like, girl, Pisces, I am a child of Venus, darling, right? So I'm always going to think in terms of love. But this could be in a sense of where maybe you need to speak your truth with something. Maybe on some level, Pisces, this connection is aggravating you, or something. There's just something that you're like suppressing, because I'm being shown a throat chakra with an X on it, and so it's showcasing to me you guys are not practicing your throat chakra entirely. And then also, Pisces, yeah, even with this Judgment card. It's the first time I'm noticing it with this one. I don't think it's actually a common thing for most judgments. In the artwork of this Judgment card, it's like the individual's holding a mask. Well, it has a mask on, and it's in the process of having it be removed. Or yeah, that's how I'm seeing it anyways. Like having it be removed. You know, you look at the mask itself, if you can even see it's Pisces. Don't mind me, I don't have my glasses to know if you can see it or not. The mask is like stone faced, not showing emotion, and then what's underneath is a smiling individual, right? And it's even having flowers. So it's almost like some of you Pisces, yeah, it's giving me just very much so the sense you want to speak your emotions, you want to open your heart to something, right? But that could just be me just going into that narrative because I'm a child of Venus, honey. Let's see what's on their end when it comes to their feelings towards you, Pisces. Let's see what's up, darling. Let's do one bridge shuffle, darling, and then we're going to split this 1/3 of the way from the bottom. Girl. All right, we have two cards here. I'm going to be doing one more as well. We have the Ace of Wands. Ooh, Pisces. Ace of Wands. Ooh, Page of Swords. This is about to be a juicy reading, Pisces. I like it. Page of Swords, and then the Eight of Wands. So Pisces, for those that are resonating with this in terms of like needing to speak your feelings on this, right? Again, I'm going to go into a narrative where it's just very much so like two people having feelings for one another, but neither side wants to communicate it. I do feel like you guys already are communicating, but maybe there's just like that sense of where it just starts with like a friendship, darling. It starts with that a coworker, darling. It just starts as something initially, but it's not like it develops to something more, right? Or there is this desire on both sides to develop this further, Pisces, but it does require their sense of needing to communicate, right? because on both sides it's almost as if like this person's waiting for you to play ball, Pisces, right? We have the Ace of Wands here, and it's just like, by, you know, the Ace of Wands is known when it comes into like social readings like this is a card of strong attraction, darling, right? Very strong attraction. Gonna be honest, it's gonna be lust as well if this is a romantic reading and not just like a sense of like, you know, maybe wanting to become closer friends, right? Or best friends, or just taking, it's just whatever the dynamic is when it comes to this connection. There's a strong desire on both sides, Pisces, to take this deeper, right? And now just my reflex, I'm just like, well, maybe this is just like a shyness on both sides. Obviously we're gonna get into this deeper, Pisces, in terms of what's going on, what's causing this, but they are in this ace in this Page of Swords energy, Pisces, where it's just like, this is the card again known for in a social way. One, Page of Swords, this is very much so like Pages is new energy, so communication is lacking on their end. I don't feel like giving me very much so like stone face, like I'm getting very much so just mirroring, Pisces, like you both are just mirroring each other, waiting for the other person to show some emotion or waiting for the other person to play ball, essentially, darling. So with this, Pisces, it's just giving me the sense of just like watching as well, because that's what the Page of Swords represents, is like keeping, like just watching from afar, trying to read the room, trying to analyze before they take action, as the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is the card of movement, Pisces. The Eight of Wands is also a card, I like to see this personally as like claiming your power, but you know, it's like with the Eight of Wands in most artworks, it'll showcase like an individual, or at least I see it that way, where it's like trying out each wand, seeing if it fits, what have you. But it's like they're waiting for some type of outside affirmation, waiting for you to show some type of interest, Pisces, on a deeper level. Because I know for some of you, Pisces, you're gonna be like, well, Velka girl, I've been showing interest, like what, how much more obvious can I be? Girl, I don't know, I'm not this person, right? But it's just like they're very much so just before they take action, they want to be sure of it. And assuming they even do take action, Pisces, right? But I'm getting, there is just this strong sense of attraction on both sides when it comes to this connection. So let's get into just some clarifiers when it comes to this. Five of Swords coming in, 10 of Wands, as well as the 3 of Wands. So Pisces, when it comes to this, it's like, it's giving me very much so, with this Five of Swords and 10 of Wands, there is something that's like, there is this sense of burden, this sense of almost like this fear of being hurt or being rejected by you almost. It's almost like this sense of where they can't really, they're very much, their emotional state's very touchy, Pisces. And I know that doesn't sound very promising, right? You don't want to get with someone that's emotionally unstable. Not calling them emotionally unstable, but it's just like it's like the idea of being rejected by you really intimidates them. They don't want to be hurt in that way, right? They would rather keep things how they are rather than ruin what it is currently, or if there is something going on currently. 3 of Wands here, it's like, yeah, it's this constant sign of just waiting for, like, they will not move, Pisces. They will not take action in regards to this connection until they get some type of outside affirmation, right? They're really looking for some obvious clues before they take action. Like, they really are trying so hard to protect their heart. But, you know, you could even take this, Pisces, as a way of where they're being this protective of their heart just because of like how much this connection actually means to them as well, right, Pisces? So let's get some clarifiers for you as well, thirdly. We have here the 8 of Cups coming in here, Hierophant, as well as the King of Swords. So for you guys, it feels like your approach to this, Pisces, is giving me very much so where you're just like convincing yourself, being like, oh, they're not interested, oh, they don't want me. It's like you're trying to really rationalize this, or just have a very logical approach to this, Pisces, and telling yourself, or like convincing yourself of a narrative, being like, let me just like keep it moving, they don't want this, or what have you. So it feels like you guys are in this situation, Pisces, where because they're not taking action on this, you're trying to just make yourself emotionally distant towards this connection, right? You're trying really hard to just like get it out of your head of conceptualizing a future with them, which is sad, darling, right? I know obviously it's easier said than done, darling. And I mean, literally there could be people I could vocalize my feelings towards as well, even in this point in time, Pisces. So I'm not going to just sit here on my soapbox, honey, and preach to you guys to speak your truth, speak your feelings, darling. But I really feel like that's kind of like the situation where it's just like both sides, like this could be such a fruitful connection, Pisces, but neither side wants to actually be the one to take that risk, darling, to take that plunge and really showcase their emotions. But, you know, it's a shame. So let's get in regards to this connection. Best case scenario for this connection, darling. All right, we'll do it from the back, darling. Four of Pentacles is the final card in the back of the deck, by the way. So already looking like a good sign that it is the card of just like investment, right? But it is also a sitting duck energy. So it's like very much so like both of you guys are just sitting and waiting. So Queen of Wands coming in here. This is like a situation, Pisces, where it's just like if someone were to play ball, essentially, if someone were to really just take that risk, right? To speak their truth, really exuding that Queen of Wands energy. Four of Wands comes in here, darling. Four of Wands is like, it is the card of marriage. You know, even with the did we get the Hierophant? I feel like we got the Hierophant. Maybe you didn't. Maybe I'm just crazy. I thought we got the Hierophant. No, yeah, we got the Hierophant. Both the Hierophant and the Four of Wands represents a card of marriage, because Hierophant is traditional energy. Four of Wands in most traditional artworks, it's usually two people who are embracing each other and looking like they're in wedding attire, right? Also, just the Four of Wands in general, Pisces is an energy where it's just like you could go the long call when it comes to this, right? You guys are working, you guys both have the same thing in mind, wanting to build a future together, right? And really walking together. Ten of Pentacles, this is a very powerful card to be having because it's that card of extreme stability. You know, I really do feel like this would be a very stable connection. This would be a very long-term connection as well, just because it's showcasing to me both sides being very serious about this. But I feel as if that would explain why because I don't know, it explains why to me, like why at least this person, you may be feeling this as well, Pisces, just being so protective of your heart, because it's like you really care deeply about this. You could see the potential in this, and so the idea of having it be ruined or being rejected would just be very painful. But best case scenario with this is just like having that family life, that marriage, darling, right? But it does require someone to play ball when it comes to this connection. Pisces, there is just this need of someone needing to speak their tea, their truth, rather. Seven of Pentacles, yeah, this is the energy that is just like, and then the Eight of Pentacles, this is a situation of where I feel as if both you guys would be challenged when it comes to this relationship. I don't feel as if either side is used to having a connection that they could invest into, really nurture as well. King of Cups, very much so strong emotional stability on both sides, very fulfilling. I feel like you guys would just be a very nice change of pace for each other. I feel as if both sides have just dealt with very much so kind of sus energies here, if I can say sus, where it's just like not very reliable. Maybe even for some of you guys, Pisces, this is going to be speaking to my younger crowd, even though like my analytics say like 90% of my peeps that watch me are of like my age and older. But it's almost as if like there's like this weird impression that I'm getting where it's like weird or like off-putting, not off-putting, but it's just like weird for both sides to want to have such a serious relationship, right? They don't want to come off as being too serious or clingy or what have you. So I don't know, it's just interesting to me to have that like come through, Pisces. So what is the advice? I already kind of know the advice, Pisces, that you're probably gonna get, but what advice can we give my Pisces in regards to this connection? What advice do y'all see tarot cards to give to my Pisces when it comes to this connection? Because I feel like it's just taking action. Six of Cups coming in here, that is the Cup of Offers. Eight of Swords, girl, I'm right. And then Two of Swords. So unfortunately, Pisces, and the World card coming in the reverse. So it's like, unfortunately, Pisces, unless you take action on this, I feel, or at least the very least start playing a little bit more of an obvious role in your feelings when it comes to this connection, I feel like it's not really going to go anywhere. I do feel as if the ball is in your court when it comes to this connection. Like, you are the one that makes the final decision with how this chooses to develop, if it develops to anything deeper. Nine of Wands, yeah, this is very much so like putting the ball in your court, Pisces. This is very much so where it's like, if you want this connection, take action towards it. Make it even more obvious, right? Remember, right? On their side, they're really waiting for an obvious sign. You know, maybe you don't have to just like outright ask them, but I mean, nothing wrong with that. You should do that, right? Make fast-paced this, but you know, make it more obvious in terms of just like that you like them, Pisces, because they are watching, they are looking, but you know, they have their own reservations, darling. But if you know, free will and all that, Pisces, whatever decision you end up making when it comes to this connection, I'm always here to support you. And if you do end up connecting to this energy, I would definitely invite me to the wedding, darling, right? Let me get some also. I kind of want to know what their attributes are, Pisces. What is their potential? Let's see here. Girl, I can't hold these cards. So we have the Hermit card, Three of Swords, as well as the Nine of Wands coming in for them. So this is very much so a person that usually kind of keeps to themselves, Pisces. This is an energy where they probably were keeping to themselves based off of some type of old situation. You know, that Nine of Wands being that wounded warrior and that Three of Swords talking about pain. Yeah, it takes a lot for them, Page of Pentacles there, for them to communicate based off of old things. Not an excuse, darling, but just to hopefully give you some perspective on why it is they're being more reserved when it comes to this connection. It's not that they're not interested in you, Pisces. It's just like they have their own issues, like all of us do, darling. Right? But yeah, those are the tarot cards that I have for you, Pisces. Remember to check out your weekly tarot reading, general tarot reading every Thursday, sometimes Friday, darling. Pisces, hopefully you found some cards that resonated. And yeah, I love you so much, Pisces, and I wish you so much luck in regards to this. Whatever decision you end up making with this, I'm always going to ride with you, darling. I love you so much, Pisces. Bye.